up, everybody? Welcome back to a special edition of No Chill with Gilbert Arenas. We got a special guest in the building today, the legend Swaggy P. Nick Young back. You was here, finals, you walked out one episode,
here, man.
But you back here, looking good. But Nick, you back. First got to ask, boxing career still going? I still want to see you fight Blueface. Not gonna talk about the other fight. I want to see you fight Blueface though. I'm putting up bread for that.
I want to fight him too, but you know
Why'd he back out at the end?
they didn't want him to fight.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he was getting his ass whipped by his girl all week. They was like, you know what, man? You can't promote this shit, though.
It's already spicy, man. But we got a bunch of hot topics going around the NBA, so let's just get right to it. First, we got to start in Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? Really, where Steve Nash at? Because he's not with the Nets no more. He got booted after a little over 2 seasons. So I want to ask y'all first and foremost, you know, when this thing first happened, Nash had no coaching experience, no assistant coaching experience. KD and Kyrie were cool with the move. Sean Marks and him are boys, so they brought him on. Do you think that Nash deserves all the blame for the Nets' poor start this season?
Go ahead.
Listen, I don't know why they usually put rookie coaches with these superstar teams because they're not equipped for it. You know, I originally said earlier that you have Kyrie, who's won a championship, Kevin Durant, who's won 2 championships. What is Steve Nash going to tell them that they've already had success on? So your rookie training camp is going to be like, what is this? This is what champions don't do this. So they were going to challenge his methods anyway, just because they were champions. So that was going to already be a bump.
So Nash worked with the Warriors, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was there.
Cool.
Nash worked with KD a lot.
So he had been there already, so they had some type of relationship already.
That's why I feel they hired him.
Yeah, but you got Steve Kerr, who did the same thing, went from GM, no previous coaching experience, who helped lead KD to 2 championships, really KD, Steph. KD, Steph, and that crew did. He was there. He was the coach.
He won a championship before KD got there.
He did.
He did?
He was already established
He did.
before.
Oh, yeah, he sure did. He did.
2015.
Yeah, so they won a championship.
The injury depleted
So
cast.
but I mean, he had coaching experience. He went through hurdles.
Do you really count that one, though?
Why wouldn't we count that one?
Kyrie got hurt.
Facts.
First game.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love went
Love.
out, but he won.
We counted, though. He won the championship.
You know what I mean?
And Luke coached half that season.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is he had the experience of, you got to remember, those kids didn't know championship. So what he was teaching them, to them, is success. Like, okay, we're all learning together. Nash didn't learn with them. They already learned something. They already became a champion without him. So it's like, you already know how we tell me. What you mean 3-hour practices? What you mean 3-hour practices? Nah, I'm good. You know that's how we do.
I know, but it's still Steve Nash, though.
But it don't matter. That's Steve Nash the player, not Steve Nash the coach.
I don't know.
Dwayne Wade said it best. When you go into another field, it's like starting all over. You have to become a star in that field too.
Did it?
And you got fired how long?
Well,
He got fired.
He helped them though. I think he did a good job with the Bucks.
Well, he did a good job with the Bucks.
He did a good job with the Bucks.
But gotta remember, it's the Bucks. Nobody had a ring. So he's Jason Kidd to them.
I don't know.
Steve Nash ain't Steve Nash
If
to
you
Kyrie.
put Steve Nash in Steve Kerr's spot, I think he's still get a ring.
Right now? Or
In
back
the
then?
beginning, yeah.
Yeah, probably. But he don't have, but gotta remember, who's gonna challenge him? They were all unsuccessful. Until they all won together.
I think he got on a team where KD and Kyrie is in a situation where they're trying to find themselves mentally too, off the court more than
Probably.
on the court.
I think you could see the writing on the wall early on.
Yeah.
Kyrie's comments.
yeah.
There really isn't a coach. We're all coaches.
don't
Maybe
need
something nice
yeah.
there. Coach,
See, like shit like that, you know.
If you Steve Nash, though, how do you look at comments like that, though?
Yeah.
And now I got to try and lead these men to a championship.
But that's what I'm saying. It was one of those jobs as a rookie coach you're dreading. You got mega stars on your team. You got champions. You got MVP winners. You got Finals MVP winners. What are you actually bringing to the table that they're gonna listen to? As a rookie coach, I don't want that.
Them two
I want
regular
to go
season
into a situation like that's Agent Zero right there. What's happening, y'all? This is what we gonna do.
So you would take the next job?
Hell no.
If they offered it to you today, you would take the next job?
No.
Ah,
Oh, you're fired.
You're lying.
You're fired.
You're lying.
Give me the Houston. Give me Houston.
You fired in Houston?
No. I got all rookies.
They got all the same players.
all
in Houston.
young kids that's gonna listen to you.
And you gonna get fired in the same amount of time as you'll get fired.
Because you got to remember, they at the bottom.
I was on that team.
They won 12 teams.
It happened to Luke.
They were.
Luke Walton. He was on with the Lakers.
No.
Yes, he got fired in 2 years.
He got
with the
fired.
Sacramento. Same team got
He
fired.
got fired because LeBron James came there.
So what happened in Sacramento? Who came in Sacramento?
But he was in Sacramento.
Yes. It gonna happen. He got fired 2 jobs in 2 years. Nobody knows Sacramento.
Nobody goes to Sacramento, man.
So we got to hit y'all with a real fact. Luke Walton was the 3rd winningest coach in Sacramento Kings franchise history.
And they fired him?
But they was trash though. That's what I'm saying. They was like 12 and I mean,
That's the
25
organization.
and
Fire the organization.
60.
I mean, listen, so you can't blame the coach for the sorry-ass players y'all pick. That's just,
No, they
Y'all
had
drafted
Cousins.
him.
They drafted Cousins.
he wasn't there when Cousins.
I know, but they wasn't
They wasn't
sorry
there.
pick.
Listen, I can tell you, he was a generational change in the guard position.
Who?
Evans.
Oh, Tyreek Evans?
Tyreek?
He wasn't there
When
when
Tyreek came into the league, I remembered.
I know you do. Your ankles
You remember?
Your
No,
ankles
you remember? No,
Your
shut up.
ankles remember.
No. I was like, yo.
Ah!
And I was like, yeah, who's the Evans kid?
Oh, he showed you.
Who's the
I
Evans
remember.
kid? And
He
you had
showed
this big old, just 6'8", 212. I'm like, all right, who's the shooting guard? And it was like Green. He was all of 6'11". And this young fella was in that posted me up, and I'm like, yo, this is what the guards is doing. And they had that 25-5 type of guy, and then moved him to the shooting guard for Oubre. Career went downhill because they put him in a position that he wasn't good at versus the position he had an advantage in. Changed his whole career because they moved him to the two.
Oubre.
They brung in Oubre,
It was
the little
Kev-
left-hand guard.
Oh.
The little left-hand guard. It was some
Yeah,
Oubre.
little squad. Didn't they have Kevin Martin too?
Yeah. But then that's when Kevin Martin started looking good because Kyrie couldn't shoot.
All right, so let's take this back to the Nets, though. We talk about KD Kyrie situation. Off-season, they both demanded trades. There are reports, alleged.
I knew I was fired there.
Reports
Once
that
they said
KD said
that,
it's either me or Nash and Sean Marks. Josiah, Nets owner, basically responded, we got you under contract for 4 more years, buddy, so.
but they couldn't fire Nash at that moment. They knew they was gonna fire him, but it would have looked so disrespectful to fire him right there. They knew they was gonna fire
So
him.
that's what I'm saying. That's my question for you guys both. Did the Nets take too long to make this move? It seemed like
Nah. Now I got it. You got to remember, they wanted out this, right?
Yeah.
And they ended up coming back,
Yeah.
right? So they must have told Kevin Durant, he gone.
They did.
They must have
just
said,
couldn't do it
hey,
right
listen,
there.
he gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Just come on back.
But Nash started the season 2-5. Obviously, good reason to make that move. If they would have started the season 5-2 or 6-1 or whatever,
If you already promised me he gone, I don't give a fuck what
you
his
can't
record
make
is.
that move then, right?
I don't care if it was 7-0. If you promised me he was gone, get him the out of here.
get it off the page.
Out of here. Basically, I don't think winning would have saved him if there was already word like, yo, listen, we can't do it right now, but he's gonna be gone in the first month. I'm pretty sure it didn't matter what that record was.
But I feel like
They
they
just didn't wanna
passed
do
their
it
prime.
anyway.
I mean, they passed their chances anyway, though. I think like their perfect chance to win is that window is gone.
You think so?
And unless they get another player,
I don't think it.
that
So
team
you tell
right
me
there,
that the KD, Kyrie, Ben Simmons, quote unquote big 3 trio can't get a championship?
no.
They have a chance, but it's gonna be more on
Yeah.
Ben.
Yep.
I think if Ben, this is why some coaches need to take a reality pill. If you know Ben didn't play last year, He said it all last year. You know he's going to be timid coming into the season. During preseason, Kyrie, chill out. KD, chill out. Ben, I need you to take 30 shots today. Take 30 shots.
But would Ben do that?
You're going to take 30 shots. I'm going to call whatever play I need. I'm going to force feed you. I need to make up 82 games in these 6-7 preseason games. So I need to force feed you versus just letting him coming in and trying to fit in. I don't need you to fit in when you already missed a year. Because you got to remember, your last memory of basketball was the playoffs and you was hesitant. Right? That was your last basketball experience. I don't want that. So I would have started the season off, especially preseason, just 30 shots. I need you to take 30 shots, my guy. Post them up, do whatever, just to get his mind wrapped around shooting again.
I don't know if Ben would take 30.
He gonna take
I'd rather
30.
him just be Ben, dropping dimes, bringing the ball up, being
What's
Ben
up?
and Ben.
Hey, you 4.
Yeah.
Come back on defense, 105.
Yeah.
You're going to do something. I'm going to get you. Like, but you
We
know
running
that's how we
1-4
play
flash
that.
for Ben.
But you know that's how, you know.
Yeah,
but
but
that's how you do it. Sometimes, like, when a player ain't, you try to get a player's confidence. This is about confidence.
Yeah.
This is about having him ready to
mainly
get us going. So I need to make sure, take 30. I don't give a shit if you kick him in the I need your brain to understand to take those shots to get you to understand. KD and Kyrie, they don't got to worry about shit like this. Right?
They're going to shoot.
They're going to shoot. I need you to be that third option, a real third option.
Well, we've seen it even this season with Kyrie yelling at Ben to shoot. It seems like you mentioned, he still got that he's still timid. He still doesn't want to go. I mean, you know, you got players who's getting steals, and he looks like he's got an open layup. He's still passing, looking to get it off. So you're saying take 30 shots, but like Nick, like you said, is Ben in a mental state where he wants to do that?
Not in the game.
so.
I don't think he wants to ruin the game of making those mistakes. That's why preseason, this is win or lose. I don't care. Just go out there and just do you. Some players need that confidence by the coach. I used to do this to him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to say you need to probably talk to him, but I also think he needs to not worry about making mistakes. I think
But it's different in the game. You know this game different. Like I had to come.
What did you do to
Miami.
Nick?
In Miami,
Oh,
we was
man.
going against Dwayne Wade. Hey, you about to bust his ass today. You about to bust his ass today. I'm only calling your play. Dwayne Wade, he gonna bust your ass today.
So he forced me to have to go kill
Did you
people.
go bust Dwayne Wade's ass?
Yeah. Okay. But Ben don't got that type of game
I'm
unless
not
you
even-
put him in a
look,
post.
Listen, I know. Hey, listen, Karan was mad at me that day. Karan coming off wide open. Not today. Nah, I'll turn around. Don't pass it to me. Shoot that shit. But that's what you need to do sometimes with your teammates so they can understand that you believe in them.
Yeah, I'm about to say he need that. But when he make a mistake, he need a pat on the back still.
Yeah,
too,
you
though.
still. No matter if he's an all-star, he's an all-defensive player. Like, remember, you don't have to worry about him on the defensive end. He coming to play defensively. He just needs to be reinforced offensively. And I think that's really the problem with them. If they can get him to really engage in the offense, then they have another. Then the Nets have a real.
So let's say you Sean Marks, you the Nets. There's been talks now. Ben Simmons' name has been mentioned in some trade talks, potentially to beefing up some shooting on the squad.
Already.
You keep it, Ben. You rolling through it.
Already
messing his head up.
I'm not the one who breaks it. I would keep that shit on the drafts, just to be real. I'm not sending that information out for that very reason.
Yeah.
But this is the world we live in, 24-hour news cycle. So his name's already been mentioned. If you're Ben, how are you feeling now with this net squad?
It all depends on how the teammates is treating me. I don't really, we don't really care about outside noise. It's how's Kevin Durant, how's Kyrie, and all those guys, how they treat me, as an individual and as a player, as a teammate versus what the media is saying.
For sure.
That's why we don't talk to them.
Who get more scrutiny, Russ or Ben Simmons?
Russ.
By far.
We're gonna get to Russ and the Lakers.
I feel like they like Russ right now.
So gotta
Last
talk.
2 games, everybody like Russ.
Got to talk about what's next for the Nets. Jacques Vaughn, interim head coach. Right after Nash got fired, there was reports that Ime Udoka's hiring was imminent as of the taping of this show. That has not happened yet. Ime was suspended for a year by the Celtics for some, very questionable activities going on behind the scenes.
Getting that thing.
Celtics didn't want any compensation. They were free to let, allegedly, reportedly free to let him walk and go do this thing. If you're the Celtics, though, and you've got Ime under contract, are you going to let him go to the Nets? who's going to be your Eastern Conference rival. Yeah, you just swept them last season in the playoffs, but you swept them with the coach that they're not going to get.
From the stuff that's behind the scenes, around the scenes, in the scenes.
I
don't think they care.
Yeah, they want them out of there.
They must not.
I don't think they care. I don't think they're going to fight it because, this is more personal than it is like real.
But if you're the Celtics, you're just going to let them dip?
Yeah. Because if we're trying to fire the man, if we don't want the man like here anymore, I don't want to risk a lawsuit from him.
I was about to say, because you couldn't fire him.
So I don't want a lawsuit. So you got to remember, because this is more personal than anything, I'd rather just let him go.
Yeah.
And hey, you got a job? Cool. Good.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I could tell, like, certain, like the plays they run now, some players is kind of, it's not the same mix to me. Like, I feel like Jaylen Brown was getting the ball in better areas than he is now. Like, he's forcing shots now. Are they running the same offense with this?
No, they're gonna run the same offense because he was assistant coach, right? So they'll run the same offense. He'll probably, like any coach, they're gonna add the little things that they're gonna add in. But just being familiar with a coach and his styles, his subs, his rotation, his terminology versus someone coming in, you got to try to learn his little quirks and stuff. And
also, they keeping him, you think?
For now.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be hard at the adjustment. Like assistant coaches is really hard. It's really hard when a head coach gets fired and then assistant coach comes in because they really try to tweak. They really try to tweak offense and defense. When they get in, so they can say this is part of me.
So do y'all think this is a good look for the Nets, though? From the reports and things we heard, speculation, whatever, conjecture, there's been independent, findings and investigations, but all the shit going on in Brooklyn right now.
Hey, listen.
Everything that's going on in Brooklyn, you're going to bring Ime Udoka, who some said
that's what
might
they
never
need.
coach again, and all it took was 7 games.
That's what they need.
Listen, I'm just starting to think at this point, it's like New York Knicks Part 2. Right? This is just the water in New York right now. All right? I can't tell if this is the old Knicks, drama shit that's going on over there, or this is like Brooklyn Nets right now is New York Knicks Part 2. Just a whole bunch of shit just on the wall. So you might as well go ahead and add him in.
He's a good coach.
Cool. Go ahead and add his drama in.
Just because he made a mistake, he don't deserve to coach no more.
No. I'm just saying, with all the drama, especially in this culture, you're bringing in a guy, you don't even know all the shit that's going on. And you don't want that to fall on your team.
But the players need
but you still got Kyrie, and KD.
You need a coach that relates to them like that. They all going through some drama. He could probably help them. Because Kyrie, he be tripping sometimes. Kyrie might miss 10 games off of somebody saying Black History Month ain't right or something. He might go crazy. Kyrie.
So
he want to be
to that point,
brother polite
about
so
Nash,
bad.
guys don't want to listen to Nash. Obviously, Udoka was assistant coach with them before he went to Boston. From all reports, he had a great relationship with KD and Kyrie, held them accountable. But now if you KD and Kyrie and see Udoka coming in after all the shit that just happened to him, are you still giving him the same respect? Are you still listening the same way?
No. You are. If he already had a relation with them and then he left and then he took that team all the way to the finals.
Yeah. And they busted your ass.
I'm sure you are going to look at him a little bit different than you look at Nash because he's been successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been successful. Nash, you haven't.
But I guess from a term like accountability standpoint, right? Now, if Udoka tells you something in the locker room, Kyrie, KD, you can't be doing this, that, or whatever, it's like, hold up.
Man, listen, all that accountability shit, no.
Not real?
If I'm mad, don't tell me shit. All right? If I shot the ball 30 times and I went 6 for 30, I don't want to hear you tell me that those were bad shots. I don't really give a what you're talking about at this point. All right? All right, there's no account. I don't want to be accountable for the shit that I do.
If you Kyrie, I don't think no coach will tell you those was bad shots.
No,
y'all
don't tell me nothing.
Like, you done took 1,000 bad shots, and I got blamed for it.
Yeah, don't tell me. It's his fault. He was in the wrong area. Like, I don't want to be accountable for my
So coaches really go coach the other players and give Kyrie and KD,
So, I mean,
a leeway.
you got to remember, as an assistant coach, it's easier to make
friends, because
you're basically
you can play all sides.
You're playing to the ego. You're playing to the ego. So it's, when you're the head coach, it's a little bit different. But he's going to probably have a little bit more respect than.
Now, if I was the head coach, we'd be winning because I'd be letting you shoot that thing.
Oh, I'm going to shoot that thing no matter what. Or you fired.
But they do that though. They need. What do they need? Do they need defense? What do they? I think they need a young player. Cause
they need
older.
guys.
They
I don't know,
older.
it's just-
KD getting older. Kyrie getting older. I think they need youth over there.
So can this net squad, can they right the ship, get it back together, and still be a championship level contender, or is it a wrap?
I think to be honest, I think if knowing those two stars, if you left them alone, they would be better.
So just let them coach?
No. Left them alone. Like if they can get permission by the NBA to say you don't have to talk to the media this year, them boys would be on. They'd be like Terminators out there because they don't have to deal with the bullshit. You got to remember, being in New York and LA, the media brings the bullshit to the game. They're bringing the bullshit to the game. They're throwing the bullshit into the game. It's not basketball for those guys. Kyrie is not playing basketball. They're not talking about his basketball performance.
Kyrie kind of liked the bullshit. Too.
Nah, nobody likes that
It
bullshit.
seems like
Kyrie likes the
attracts
bullshit.
bullshit,
KD,
yeah.
I understand.
KD, he just want to play video games, take naps. He been waiting from the nap. Damn,
But
naps
KD's
got
been a
fired.
little more out there too lately, though. He always
Because
puts his 2 cents on stuff.
Yeah, just leave me alone. Let me play. Judge me for my ball.
Yeah, let's talk about KD. So if you KD, how frustrated are you that your prime is being wasted with this net squad?
It's what he wanted. I think he was more frustrated with Kyrie than anything. That's why he wanted to leave, because it's always something. I don't think, as talented and good as Kyrie is, he's not trustworthy enough for me. I think he's, later in this year's, you see what, LeBron had to deal with. You see a guy that's got so many skill base that got a bag full of everything, but you don't know if he's gonna be in the game. He gonna want to come play today. Is he gonna miss 3 weeks? You don't know how he feel one day. You don't want to go in the locker room with somebody you trying to, you don't know, is he gonna be happy with move he in? He got mood swings, so it's tough for me. I feel like. And I don't think KD knew that going in. I think he's seen just the all-star Kyrie and they friends, and they probably do this and hang out together. I didn't think he's seen the full package of it.
So how much of y'all think that they hung out though off the court, or was it just like I just want to play with this dude?
I don't know. I mean, I think his vision going there. You have, me and Kyrie. We have this person. Then you get James Harden over there. I mean, you're really envisioning a championship.
Yeah.
Not getting one at this point. At this point, I know it's probably with him is disappointing. When you look around, you still see hope. When you look at the league, you're like, well, at the end of the day, we still have us. There's no two people out there that's more dominant together than us, than me and you right now, right? No other two can say they're more dominant than Kyrie and KD.
Yeah.
One is averaging 27, one's averaging 32. They're averaging 60 between the two of them. Who's putting up better numbers than them two?
I would argue Greek Freak and Middleton to me. When Middleton come back.
He ain't.
They lost to Greek Freak just now by himself.
He ain't there. I'm talking about playing right now.
I swear I'm arguing.
Middleton ain't there.
Well, I would
So you
say,
can't add Middleton.
I would
say
say
Greek the Freak and somebody else. Who Greek the Freak and who?
Steph and goddamn Wiggins.
Why do we bring this man talking this shit?
That's between y'all.
They won a championship.
We're talking about today, this season, right now.
They're winning.
How much is Wiggins averaging? How much is Steph averaging? I just told you the other two is averaging 60 together.
And who else is but they giving up 60?
I didn't say defensively.
KD is last in defense. Ain't he like?
Then one man is
Wiggins
better.
averaging 18 in the game right now, but you got Steph. So
Steph is averaging what?
Steph's averaging a 30 piece.
Okay. Kevin Durant's averaging 32.
But
32.
Wiggins is doing it on both ends.
Kyrie's averaging 27.
Wiggins is
Combined,
doing it on both ends.
60.
Wiggins
so
doing-
who's the two? Like right now, them two are the most dominant two.
But
So
Wiggins
if
is doing it on
if
both
I'm
ends.
Kevin Durant, I'm like, you know what? I think we have hope still. I still have
Let him
hope.
score. That's all I said. Let him score. That's it. Let him score. What else they gonna do?
Sounds about right to me.
But I guess the question for KD says, I want to trade. Josiah says, no. Bring your ass right on back to Brooklyn. He pretty much lost all leverage in this situation.
Yeah, but didn't he want to go to?
So he's under for 4 more years.
He wanted to go to Philly, didn't
No.
he? Philly or Phoenix?
Reports of, I think the Heat, the Suns were players
All
in
of
the
them
game.
was horrible.
Raptors potentially.
Everything was horrible.
Embiid and James.
Everything was horrible.
I'm talking about what's their stats?
No.
Embiid and James.
Terrible.
Oh, Boston. You know, JT and Brown.
Embiid averaging 27.
See? So that means
Harden's averaging 22.
JT and Jaylen Brown.
boy, stop throwing out last year names, bro.
They killing though.
Last year.
You can average 68 and you got the same
Tatum's averaging 31 as of this taping. Jaylen Brown. I like having this computer here so I can just pull up.
But they're winning. Your people got 2 wins.
I said if I'm KD, I'm like we're the best 2 duo right now.
No, you're not.
So I have hope.
No, you're not.
So I
You
have
just 2
hope
people
enough.
out there scoring. Somebody got to score.
Me and him.
Somebody gotta score.
Me and him averaging 60 combined.
Somebody
you
gotta
little
score.
45. So I don't keep fucking about your little 45.
Somebody got to score
You're
the ball.
averaging
though.
60. I'm going to give you some great screens.
Bro, me and
see
my
them
man
screens all
right here,
set?
we averaging 60. Now if we get everybody else going, we good.
But
I got
everybody
hope.
else is going.
If I'm Kevin Durant, I have hope still.
No way.
But how much
I don't got
hope?
hope. I don't got
I have
hope.
some good hope.
Like Obama level
He ain't got
hope,
hope.
or-
That's why he wanted to get traded.
I got some hope. That was before the season.
It's the same team.
Nah.
So you think
We got a new coach now.
you think he doesn't want to get? You think
We got a new coach
You
now.
think
Hey,
Udoka
we
coming
We got
in?
Jacques Vaughn.
KD going out of there.
Jacques
Seeing
Vaughn.
will the Warriors
think-
win, hurt KD.
We got Jacques Vaughn.
You think Udoka coming in will help
Jacques Vaughn.
get KD back on track?
Facts. I believe in them.
That's gonna help them.
I believe in them.